Who's doing the intro? Hey guys! Welcome back to 221. And before we can do this episode, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what you want to see next. And now let's get into our episode.
Okay, guys, so right now we are currently joined by our guest, Miss April,
Hey
which is
y'all.
Ryan's mom, and we're very excited to have her. So,
All right, and so this episode is going to be kind of starting our What I Wish I Knew series, which is where we will have some older guests who have gone through private school experiences, and we're just going to be interviewing them on their experiences versus now. All right, so let's get into it. So if you want to ask the first question.
so how has your experience going to an all-girls school differed from going to a co-ed school in the past?
Um, well, um, I think there were definite advantages to going to an all-girls school. Um, I think that some of the things that you aren't necessarily worried about, or that you may be worried about in a co-ed setting, you're not really worried about in a single sex education setting. Sorry, Cammy. Um, and I think also there's kind of a sisterhood that a bond you have um, in an all girls setting. Um, and I will definitely say from Hockaday, there were many opportunities that I wouldn't have had in a different setting, I'm sure. And the friendships the bonds I made there, I still have now in adulthood. And so it was a nurturing environment, definitely, I believe, as well.
Yeah, okay. So, the school that you went to, how did it feel to be one of the few Black students that went there?
Um, so I would generally say when I first started at Hockaday, it was um, only three of us, I believe, in the seventh grade, three Black girls. I wasn't really close to them at first, but as time went on, we got closer. And then as I went on through um, different grades, more Black girls um, came into my grade. And of course, that was fantastic. And so we were able to, um, add, of course, to the diversity of our school and make it even more beautiful and make it an even more beautiful situation. And um, it enhanced our learning environment. And I think together, because when I graduated, our class it was eight of us. Um, and I mean, it was beautiful. It was beautiful that it had grown. And um, we're all still pretty close. Like I could probably call um, any of them, and it's like, picking up where we left off. And even though we've, all gone our, separate ways and gone into different areas of life, I'm sorry, different paths in life, we can always come back to that bond that we have um, in our small group. Now, definitely, we didn't have I guess, the same experiences as if we were in a more diverse situation, and being in a predominantly white situation, there were difficulties for us socially. And so, I mean, I won't spend a whole lot of time on it, but yeah, there were some difficulties socially that we had, that it was hard to adapt to. Most of us lived on the other side of the Trinity. And so we lived 30 plus miles away from school. And a lot of the girls even rode the bus back and forth to school. And so those realities were different for us, but we never felt less than. But it was different. Like our cultural experience, our when we left school was different. It was different. So anyway.
Yeah. Sophia?
Okay, my next question is, how have your kind of moving into like college, how have your like college education and experiences affected your life now?
So college for me was it was different. I had my oldest daughter my freshman year at Davidson. I was the only non-traditional student there at the time. But when I say that, I think, it was God ordained for me to be there. It truly was, because everything kind of fell into place, and the friendships I made there, the friends that I made there loved me, loved my daughter, loved my baby. And so I was able to finish and graduate, all even while trying to raise my daughter as well. So yeah, what was the question? Sorry. I know it was about college. Y'all, look, I'm old. Okay. So what was the question?
It was just like, how have your like college education and experiences affected your life now?
Oh, okay, yes. So yeah, so and a lot of the things, so my degree is in studio art. I'm actually an artist. I paint. But life takes different paths. And right now, I'm actually a community health worker. This happened over the pandemic. But I will say, and I run a community program with seniors who I love, 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 love. But I think the foundation that I got at Davidson, just through learning, being able to problem solve, think critically. I think critical thinking skills are just like some things that are lacking nowadays, honestly. But those things that I've learned in college, those skills that I learned in a liberal arts setting, helped me even now, although I'm not currently, an art, a practicing artist now in what I do. So, but I do have to use my creativity in my work that I do now in the community. So, yeah.
Yeah. So now kind of moving into the what you wish you knew. So looking back on just your high school experience and all the emotions you felt and all the challenges you faced, how do you think you would have handled them now versus how you handled them then?
That's a good question. Y'all should have told me beforehand so I
Just came
can.
up with the question.
Okay. So what I wish I knew, well, I will put it this way. I think I would have told my younger self to take time, like to explore everything, not to rush into anything because, you'll have plenty of time when you're an adult. Um, Adulting is not fun. um, and just to take every opportunity that comes your way, try different things. Don't be afraid to try different things. Just because something may be new or maybe outside of your comfort zone, don't be afraid to try it because sometimes, we have to flex our muscles a little bit. We have to practice a little more. We have to put a little bit more energy into something. But that's okay. Don't let that stop you from, trying something or taking the opportunity to learn a new skill, um, to do something different outside of the box. Yeah, and just enjoy your young adolescent years. Really enjoy them. um I mean, I know there's a lot more distractions now. Like we didn't have any of the stuff you guys have now. I mean, the internet was like dial up. Y'all know what that is, like, dial do do do, and it's like dial up. um and so, but we didn't have any of these like apps and social media and blah 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 blah. But we didn't have all of that to distract from, or knock you off course, or make you feel bad about yourself or anything like that. Like, just focus on nurturing you, nurturing your spirit, nurturing your creativity, nurture your gifts and talents, because that's what you should be doing as a young person. Um, that's the time to focus on you and make as many different kinds of friends as you can. And don't be afraid to, reach out and talk to, somebody who, you may not even think, oh, no, they may be in another social group or whatever. But no, I mean, try to, get to know a variety of people and expand your social group. And yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Mhm.
My final question is kind of bouncing off of Ryan's question. So what's a piece of advice that you usually give Ryan surrounding how to handle her life throughout the school year, and just like her education overall that you think would be helpful to some of our viewers?
Yeah. So Ryan is very, I love my baby. Ryan is my very driven, organized, just like, y'all can't see her room, but everything is like pink in here and gorgeous. And, that's just Ryan. And so sometimes, I have to tell her with love, like, it's gonna be okay, babe. Like, you know, um,
What are you shaking nodding your head for?
like it's gonna be
Yes.
okay. It's gonna be all right. Like you gonna work through these, I don't know, honors, physics, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a science person, but I'm like, it's gonna be okay. Like, you are going to be okay. Like, um, so, and I don't want her to be hard on herself too, because I think sometimes, sometimes you're a little hard on yourself, and you really don't need to be. So, and that's for any of y'all, especially in private schools, there's like the competition is even more than when I was in school. It's ridiculous. And so, don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself grace. Tomorrow is another day. And sometimes you just need to sleep on it. Like, really, like it's midnight, girl. Like, like let's say a prayer. We're gonna pray over this. And then we'll start tomorrow. Like, okay. So yeah, I mean, it's okay. Like you will make it, you will get through it. And sometimes, sometimes it's not a win. Sometimes you do fail, but guess what? You can try again. It's okay. So that's what I have to tell my lovely little child here. And really for, all of you. You too, Sophia. I'm not sure what we're doing.
We can fight tomorrow at 8:30.
Okay.
Bright and early.
Meet me in J Lounge.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Okay. I think I don't have any more questions. But thank you so much, Mama, for being on here with us and joining us. And thank you so much to everyone watching. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye.